Whatever you and your friends do, do it somewhere else.
You burning me?
I'm preparing.
Is that a Timex?
No, it's a burger.
I'm like a man who understands violence.
I like this place. You can't take that from me.
What's happening, YouTube family? I am back again to give you guys a review for what was a sleeper movie over this Labor Day weekend, The Equalizer 3. What does it sound like? An oxymoron to say a movie with Denzel Washington and directed by Antoine Fuqua. Stars Dakota Fanning also, who played with Denzel Man on Fire. They made a great tandem. To say that a Denzel movie in that nature, the third one and last one in the installment, is a sleeper is an oxymoron because it's Denzel. It's the crescendo of a movie franchise that this man has brought to a great run. And we're going to talk about it in this review. If you're finding me for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so when I drop videos, you get them. What you're seeing is my YouTube channel, 144,000 strong. Please join if you're new here. Share, leave a comment if you've been here. And also follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. So let me tell you guys a little bit about this movie. This weekend, the movie made $88 million. Guess what? It's a hit already for the people that made the movie because it only cost $70 million to make. Wow. Can you believe that? A movie with Denzel Washington, Antoine Fuqua, and Dakota Fanning. Those are your talents. It only cost $70 to make and you've already made your money back. Real well done. Shout out to this team. Shout out to them for putting together a good movie. Now you're going to find Robert McCall, and he spells that with 2 C's and 2 L's, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to make sure you know that in the movie, is in Italy. And the movie starts out with him destroying. Well, I'm not even going to say that. I'll let you guys see it because this is supposed to be spoiler free. So I will say this. There's a lot of blood. There's a lot of guts in this movie, more so than the last one. And I would dare say that this movie is a little better than the last one. But basically, McCall is in Italy. There's a crime syndicate family. They call themselves the Gomorrah, spelled with a C. And when I first seen their asses, they look like new kids on the block riding motorcycles. Okay, that's part of the crime syndicate, but there's a bigger villain, a big brother, who's even more of an airhead because in the end, the way he gets his ass beat shows you that he wasn't much of nothing but a big old bully, puss bully at that. But in any event, this movie is blood and guts. The very beginning, after you see the opening scene, it's kind of a slow burn. It's more so understanding the mentality of Robert McCall, played by Denzel, his mentality for having to go through all these years of being an ex-CIA man and killing all these people off the radar. Mentally, he's fried. I mean, he's like, damn, dude, how can I keep doing this? To say that he needs some mental health counseling would be a damn understatement, okay? That'd be like saying Trump doesn't need to be in jail. He just needs it. And throughout this movie, he goes to this city where it feels like home for him in Italy. He meets up with this girl that looks like she's an Italian version of Paula Patton. Very, very nice lady. And he befriends the city. City befriends him. There's not many black folks there other than the Paula Patton girl. And they recognize that, but they ingratiate him and love him. And that's when we run into new kids on the block riding motorcycles, thinking that they can intimidate the city. And one of the big issues going on in the city is that they are staging acts of violence to pretend like it's terrorists so that they can smuggle their drugs through the wine country. That's what they're doing. And you'll find some other entanglements going on as you're watching the movie that make it easier for them to do these things. Now, let me get on to some of the issues with the movie and who I think should see the movie. First and foremost, if you are an action junkie, go see the movie, but just know the first probably about 45 minutes is going to be a slow burn. It's going to be narrative setting. It's going to be city settings. Not going to be a whole lot of action. But then if you are an action junkie, get your ass ready for the blood, gore, and guts that is going to be dished out by Mr. McCall with 2 C's and 2 L's, because he's going to damn sure give it to you, ladies and gentlemen. Give it to you raw, unlubed, and hard. He's going to give it to you. The runtime on this movie is 109 minutes, so not that long. And then you'll actually see him save the daughter of an old friend of his. And I'm not even going to get too far into those details. I want you to kind of pick that out when you see it. And so what's good about this movie? The directing is immaculate. Antoine Fuqua, I would love to work with that brother one day, because the way he displays his cinematography, the way he's able to get scenes put together, and the way he's able to make a classic, iconic Mount Rushmore actor play a role when he's damn near 70 with this kind of blood and guts, spectacular. Of course, Denzel in the acting, him and Dakota Fanning, immaculate. Their chemistry on screen is unbelievable. Now, what I didn't like about the movie, which is not much. The only thing I really didn't like about the movie is that in the beginning, it's somewhat of a slow burn. And didn't bother me, but for some people, it might be a hard peel. There's going to be some reading in the subtitles because they do speak Italian in the movie. Like I said, it doesn't bother me, but I'm sure for some, it's going to bother them. And then McCall being vulnerable physically. So there was never any time in this movie you're going to watch it and think that McCall's going to get his ass beat physically. Never. He's always under control. He's always a step ahead. He never seems vulnerable other than his mental health issues. That's the only vulnerability, and that has nothing to do with the bad guys. That's more of him flashbacking about having killed all these people all these years. One thing that I liked that was a shining moment for this movie is at the end, when they have the big final battle. It kind of is something that is more so about the people of this community than it is about Robert McCall himself. It's kind of one of those situations where one man can make a difference by inspiring hope in a community. And that's kind of how the last battle plays out. And I think you guys will really, really enjoy that. That might be one of those things that you'll see a lot on the internet. And beyond that, ladies and gentlemen, all I can say is I would love to see Robert McCall cross over with John Wick for like one good movie, especially since his ass is international now. Overall, on a life gain scale of 0 to 10, I give this movie a good 7. It's not that long. It gets to the point. Other than the very beginning, the acting is amazing. The directing is amazing. The blood and guts for a movie that's not some kind of just thing that you would see late night on Tubi or on one of those players where you just got action junkie areas. Very, very well done. Stories told well, and I liked it. I think it's definitely worth you going to see. The movie's already profitable, and I can't wait to hear what you guys got to say about it. Post your comments when you see it, and if you've already seen it, let me know what you think. Now, if I'm ranking these, I'm going to say Equalizer, the first one was the best. This one is number 2, and the second Equalizer would be my third best. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, get yourself that life gain. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and the TikTok. Be sure to share my content. Come check me out live Saturday night at 8 p.m. as I go live with my family to talk Power, Book 4 Force, Episode 2. Till that next Sex is Hell video, I'll see you.